Hello, everyone. This is Bronze Johnson, the developer of Granvir, a mech building roguelite, and I'm here with the publisher, Gigatang 3000. And today we're going to talk about a new release for Granvir coming soon called Granvir Zero Front. Comes out on May 6th, and we're going to dive into a little Q&A led by Gigatank over there and on his tank treads about what
Hey,
Zero
bro.
Front actually is. So I'm gonna let him take it away, and he's gonna start interrogating me while I blow up these robots.
Perfect. Same. Okay, so I guess in a nutshell, what is Zero Front?
So Zero Front is a replacement for the demo and playtest. They've been split up for too long, and I'd like to bring them all together. I think the thing about the playtest is it's got all of the multiplayer, and the demo does not. Now they've got the same campaign in there, so it's not too big of a deal, but it's a little confusing to see on the store page. Ooh, cool demo. You know, I want to play that. Oh, multiplayer. Oh, I gotta go download the playtest. So just trying to combine everything into one. And that's going to be Zero Front. So it'll have all the same game mechanics and stuff like that that the demo has, except it's going to have the multiplayer on top of it. And to convince you to come try it out, it's actually got a whole new campaign that we're playing right now, with a little bit of a different design philosophy of the campaign you played in the demo.
Okay, cool. So do you just want to give like a quick like rundown on like what the backstory of this campaign is?
Sure. So since Zero Front's it's a prelude game, prologue game. So it's to introduce you to not just the story, but the game mechanics itself. The demo you played before is this the second campaign of the full game. So it's, a full game demo with full game complexity. So this point of this guy is to have a campaign that can give you a lot more of a bite-size impression of what Granvir is all about, which is mech building and all the crazy stuff you can put together. So it's got a highly compressed progression system compared to the demo. You'll be able to go from a little bit later in Tier 1 than you start in the demo, all the way into Tier 3, and with a few select Tier 4 parts, which were not previously in the demo. And it's just to kind of show off what's going on in Granvir as quick as possible, because when you drop into the demo, it takes the game very seriously at that point, and you have to fight through every mission and progress, and it's trying to be more challenging than it is trying to show off all the cool stuff you can do. So with this campaign, you'll be able to get an idea of what Granvir is faster and get an introduction to the story, which is what the first campaign is about, which is the invasion of the Millennium Company, a mysterious militant group lurking in orbit. And there'll be a whole little story you can read along with a bunch of different characters to set you up for what's going to happen in the other campaigns.
Nice, nice. And then you said there's a unique campaign mechanic just to simplify the gameplay. You want to talk about that a little more?
Sure. So the now second campaign, the one in the demo,
Yeah.
is more of has a lot of kind of logistics simulator where you kind of need to go between levels, and you don't get to take every single thing you want with you. You have to pick and choose what's most important to you. So in Zero Front, everything you put in your depot will carry over, because you've got a little support crew down here in this tiny little truck, and over here in your communicator if you want to talk to them. So everything you store will be able to be transferred with you to the next mission. And then the actual options you have to spend your time between missions, as you did in the demo, are just a little bit more simplified and straightforward. Less, resource looping you on, fight to get credits, spend credits to get better parts so you can beat stronger stuff. Just a lot more straightforward, get you used to the idea of spending these resources and the rewards you can get for engaging with all these mechanics before they absolutely overwhelm you, which can happen if you aren't really super familiar with resource management and you jump into the demo campaign.
Gotcha. And you said this is also fully multiplayer.
Yep.
So this is
So
also replacing that.
yeah, in an effort to put everything in one place, all of the multiplayer stuff that you had available in the playtest is available here in Zero Front, which means you can play with up to 10 people in one game. Now, you don't have to have, if you don't have 10 friends like me, you can find your one friend, and it is a perfectly appropriate way to play the game. I'm not trying to want everybody to be able to play the multiplayer.
People.
Yeah, so the game is single player too, so don't worry about that. But it's all, everything has that multiplayer scaling, so it should be just as fun with any number of players. And hopefully still challenging too. I know when we've been testing this campaign out a lot, and we've certainly been encountering the level of challenge. We're playing on normal right now, but there'll actually be 2 difficulties available in Zero Front, so you can play on normal or hard if you're looking to get your back broken by endless hordes of enemies.
Yeah, it's no joke. It really does beat you if you're not careful.
All right, I am ready to go to the next region.
Yeah, I am too.
So we've got a little smaller campaign map you can see here. This one's a 3x3 in the full game. In the second campaign and the third campaign, there is a 5x5 map. So a lot more spread out, a lot more choices to make, and stuff to engage with. But of course, more complex, as you can imagine.
Yeah, this is definitely a lot more digestible in the full game.
That's good.
It's very easy. And then, in addition to playing the new, Zero Front, if you beat it, you unlock these treads that I'm using right now to use in not only this campaign but future campaigns, right?
Yep. In the second campaign, you'll see by the kind of theming of the story, it'll make a little bit extra sense why you would have those treads available to you. But yeah, you'll unlock, completing the campaign adds the treads to the loot pool, so you'll be able to find them in any campaign. And as part of this campaign and the second campaign in the full game, you will have the treads unlocked from the very beginning and give you that extra starter option for that campaign. So for all the gun tank lovers, they can live out the ultimate fantasy.
Yes. And this is a completely different movement type, because you haven't really done anything like treads before.
That's right. There's the roller legs, which I'm actually flying around on right now. But that's as close as it's gotten. Those are totally new mechanics there to get those working. They don't... I mean, they they move, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, how do they differ from, like, the legs? Obviously, you can't dash.
Yeah, the big thing is you don't have any dash, and you don't have any ability to strafe. Now, it's not too big of a deal, since you can just, there's 2 control modes. You can swap between them in the settings if you want. But you do have access to normal tank controls, if you're familiar with, like, Mech Warrior games, where A and D turn you, and W and S move you forward based on whichever direction you're facing. Or you can stick with the regular bipedal controls, which is what I prefer, where pressing left to right will also turn you until you're aligned with whatever direction your arrow keys are indicating relative to your camera. But to balance out that lower mobility than regular legs have, you've got a whole lot more durability and can take way more hits than you could on regular legs, since basically half your mobility stats come from your legs. It's a nice boost that you'll definitely want to be utilizing if you're not just blowing everything up after looking at it for half a second.
Also, way easier to crush infantry.
That's right. That's right. You don't have to worry about perfectly aligning your foot. And here, we can show you crushing all this infantry right now.
and spider mechs.
That's right. Crushing everything is just a lot easier on the tank tracks.
Yeah, and you can. I can't do it on this rock, but I know you can clamber over some of the.
Yeah, you can't jump, but you still got a little bit of upwards mobility there. They are like on the little, each little track is on a hinge, so they can go up some more slanted surfaces. You're not, invincible, but yeah, you can do that.
uh, cool tricks incoming with faster treads.
That's right. There are. I'm hoping to put some more treads in the game in the future. I know people love their gun tanks, so we'll be strapping rocket boosters onto that, as is tradition with all components in the near future.
I will say, even though they are, slower, it feels like you get a much more stable platform to shoot.
Yeah. So the another thing about the tank tracks that's different than the legs is there's nothing in the tank tracks that really responds to recoil. Um, the legs have their hips, so when you get shot or when you shoot, those hips are going to move around. So if you take a hit as you're firing, the shot can get thrown off by your by the recoil. But because the tank tracks don't have that, the only thing that can recoil really is your torso joint. So
Yeah,
you get a little bit more reliability in terms of returning fire under fire.
Yeah, nice. I love it. I wouldn't even lie. I finally feel seen.
I believe in representation of all body types. It's important. You should be able to see yourself in the video game.
That's right. Let's see. Oh, I got a gun arm, so we're halfway there. It should replace this.
Oh, I should have taken the other gun arm for you.
Ah, it's okay.
I've got some back cannons for you, though.
I don't know. This gun torso is pretty broken.
Oh, you've got. Oh no, you got one. You got a whole empty shoulder port. But take that smokestack and get even closer to your gun tank fantasy with the giant back cannon.
That's what the people want. I'm just giving them what they want.
Let's see. I've not gotten lucky with any replacement for my rifle yet. Good thing I carried over these legs. If you played the demo, there's a kind of, what are they called? Meta progression element where you get to carry over one part or two parts, depending on your difficulty, into the next run. So Zero Front has that same thing, and it's a little bit of extra fun since when you get to the final rest area, you get to pick from a selection of very, very strong parts, some of the tier 4 parts that are new. And then you can kind of carry those over into another run, and through that, build your little sneak peek of what is capable with tier 4 parts in campaign 3 in the full game.
Nice. I'm just gonna go full guns.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. Only problem is it's a huge ammo hog.
That's true. Yeah, those weapons that have a very high, deal a really big burst of damage tend to overkill a lot and leave themselves wanting more ammo. Oh, we're going into the rain, the destroyer of bitrate. You ready?
Yeah. Since we're in the rest area, maybe we should talk about the new replacement part system that's just specific to this campaign.
Cool. So because the theming of this campaign is a little different, you're a little bit of a lone wolf in the demo campaign, if anyone's familiar with that. You've got no support squad, so you kind of rely on the capabilities of the region you're in. So in this one, though, you've got your little support crew that follow you faithfully in this tiny little truck. And instead of being able to kind of access the market and buy stuff with your credits, you'll have replacement parts, which you can find throughout your looting. And the replacement parts can be taken to your mechanic, and you'll be able to repair all of your aching mech parts that have taken, gotten 1,000 holes in them from the machine gun fire. And you'll just be able to do this instead of having to spend credits like you did before. You'll kind of want to stack up your replacement parts, and because the depot carries over, just be ready for that final mission, and all your favorite parts are at full health. Just a little, I would say this campaign is it's like kind of economy is really scavenging based, whereas the second campaign, the demo campaign, is more logistics based in terms of how you get your gear. Probably 50-50. And the third campaign will get even further into that logistical element of managing your equipment with the part manufacturing system that'll come up in that. But that's for another video.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that and all the goodies in there. I'm sure you've seen it if you've been following us on social media and stuff like that. The worm.
Ah, yes, the worm.
If you don't know what that is, go to what is it?
Hopefully we'll get a nice video of that up soon. But that's a fun one.
Yeah.
Trying to
If not, we will
push those boss. I'm trying to push those boss mechanics as far as I can to absurdity, ideally.
Yeah, and it's just following the same trend of, each campaign, even Zero Front, will have its own kind of unique flavor. You would think not being able to, or having to leave parts behind, and now not having to, it just completely changes how you play.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed to stockpile and hoard things. Whereas before, you have to make really hard choices, like, do I keep this? Do I leave that? Oh, nice! You got the laser axe.
That's right. I just love the look of this thing, and I've finally, I've certainly trolled myself in the past taking this thing without having the mobility to support it, but this time I have tier 4 legs, which weren't even in the game last time I took this axe. So,
also you have a strong long-range backup.
That's right. I don't really need to be doing the range because you've got a torso with a giant cannon on the top, which is another one of those tier 4 parts.
This thing is so good. I love it so much.
I am building up a bit of heat.
Use the smokestack.
Oh,
smokestacks.
That's right. That's the dream. Well, once we get to tier 4, you can have dual back laser beams. So.
Oh yeah, I love all the laser torso.
Yeah, we'll get there too. We'll get there too. What was it? Do you know if I haven't figured this out yet, but does Guntank shoot lasers off of its back in 79?
I don't think so. I think it's all ballistic weapons.
Okay, because I haven't been sure because they make them all purple.
Yeah,
the lasers are purple and the bullets are purple, but I've literally seen them shoot machine guns with purple coming out and bullet casings coming out too. So, I guess
I have a gun tank sitting on my shelf. So
okay,
no, those are cannons, but they might be laser cannons.
I
won't profess to know.
It's not the most important information to know, but I have also noticed a few times when they're shooting purple beams out of a gun, and then the next time they cut back, suddenly what's coming out of the gun is yellow. So I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what the level of consistency they were really going for was on that, but
I don't think very much.
I mean, look, it looks cool every time, so you can't really complain.
Yeah. The payoff is things blow up. You don't really feel how slow this is until you're out in the open.
Yeah, and I may be putting you to shame with what are some of the fastest legs in the game.
Yeah, that's definitely a big contrast.
All right, let's see. I think
So,
we've got 2 more levels to go, so it's not.
yeah,
Here, I'll
definitely.
give you a little push. Come on, old man gun tank.
Uh,
Let's go.
does that work?
Eh.
Oh no, you're pushing me back. Sorry.
Works well enough.
I think we're ready for the final mission. We're already ready.
Oh, we're definitely ready now. Oh man, impossible
Ready.
choices every time.
Are you gonna do the lands, or do you want the firearm?
I mean, I want I want both. I don't need both though. I can't use the firearm. I have to give up the axe, but for variety's sake, we'll go with the lance. Um,
Well, I'll pick the pistol if you want that.
okay, yeah, and then I'll dual wield. I know there's not exactly
That's
a, yeah. You don't want to give up your tracks for those
no, I
cooler
won't.
legs.
I guess stay true to what the people want. Uh, so if you don't know, in multiplayer, you can actually share your inventory. So like if one guy picks one option, there's another that they want, you can actually share it through that squad inventory over here.
Power of teamwork.
Yeah, it does make the dream work.
I don't think I have to modify just because I don't have any new parts to put on. I've been snubbed in the torso department this round.
Every time you play, you get deficient somewhere.
That's right.
Either
That's a bit of
first good
the
weapon.
the downside of the highly scavenging based campaign instead of the shopping style you get exposed to far
Yeah.
more items.
Speaking of teamwork, do you have any heavy ammo?
Let's see. I think yes I do. I have 1 stack.
Okay.
Another
These
nice
guns
thing
are good.
about being able to shop is you can actually just buy your ammo instead of hope you find it.
Well, I've been playing this so much that I've totally forgotten that you could do that.
Let's see. All right. Let's check my controls real quick. All right. Do cool stuff by pressing 4. Got it.
Just need to tune up and then we're good to go. Yeah, you generally, when you play these campaigns, you just want to utilize your hours as much as possible. You know, tune up, scrap stuff, repair. Um, you just help yourself so much in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just helped the Groundbreakers and I got a Crusader.
That is a highly armored arm. I'll take it if you're not going to use it.
Oh, I definitely will not be using that.
I'll grab it from you then. I've still got my starting arms, so.
Yeah, you need all the help you can get. Do I have any other arms for you? Oh no, that's just a starter. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh no, I forgot. I used all
What?
my hours I can't modify.
Wait, I thought it. Oh, you didn't modify.
That's right.
Oh no.
I didn't have a reason to, and now I do. Oh, well, it's okay. I made it this far
Always.
with tier 1 arms. I'll take it to the end here.
It's okay. The guns will carry us.
All right. And here's the finale of Zero Front. Oh, geez. Oh, kicking off because we're already at tier 3. We'll do a little hold out here so we can
And it's
evacuate
raining?
the Groundbreakers. Yep, and it's raining.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
They're everywhere. And we're getting artillery strike at the same time.
Yeah, might have wanted to lay low.
Yeah, I definitely did not do that. Oh, okay. One of them has tractor legs too.
Oh yeah, the groundbreakers that are here. The
Yeah.
source of your reward. They are putting them to use. We'll see if any of them survive.
I'm trying my best to like block the
Oh
shots.
geez, I've got the ace in here.
Uh-oh. Is that him?
Oh, you got him.
Oh, he's blowing up. Nice.
All right, there we go.
Nice. Good
They
job.
cannot last long against gun tank and whatever the heck I am. All right, and our evac is here.
Yeah.
All right, now as you see, as the end screen suggests, if you're interested in the full game or Zero Front, you can wishlist it on Steam. And if you want to see a bunch of fun little development updates, I post on the Discord and to X and Blue Sky. All right, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next development update.
See ya.